Relax and let your mind unwind. Step inside, leave stress behind. Positive vibes and talk so wise. Say your affirmations, reach the skies. Like, comment, and subscribe now. Let the good vibe show you how. That your vibe feels so right. Vibing with TC tonight. Got your vibe shining bright. Vibing with TC tonight. Lift your voice, let it sound. Good vibrations all around. Every word, every line makes your spirit start to shine. Like, comment, and subscribe now. Let the good vibe show you how. Catch a vibe, feel so right. Vibing with TC tonight. Catch a vibe, shining bright.
Looking to keep your skin smooth, hydrated, and nourished? Try Chronicle Cream Body Butter. This body butter deeply hydrates using 100% natural oils suitable for all skin types. With gentle fragrances, it glides on easily, offering a buttery feel that melts in perfectly. Don't miss out on giving your skin the care it deserves. Chronicle Cream Body Butter is ready for you. Order yours today.
Thank y'all for shopping with me. And y'all, please grab your body butters as soon as possible. The introductory price ends tomorrow. Bye.
Hey, y'all. I'm driving. I'm almost at the crib. Please tell me if y'all can hear me. If y'all can hear me. Hey, G-Dub. What's going on, my Shelly Shell? What's good, y'all? Hey. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. What's going on? How y'all night is? Happy hump day. Happy hump day. I didn't want to miss this one because I rescheduled it yesterday because basically I had ordered some labels because I just like to I have someone that's going to promote my body butter on their page. So I had to get some sample labels and I ordered some sample labels, but then they sent me the wrong labels. So yesterday I went to Office Depot to try to print them out. I bought the labels, but then they was like I had to download the template, and I said, okay, that's gonna take too long. So by the time I got back home, it was like after 7 or so, after 8. So I just rescheduled it for today. Then I went today when I got off work to do it, and I'm just getting back home. Well, I'm turning in now. How was y'all day? Please tell me how y'all day was. I hope y'all did a positive affirmation. I hope that y'all did a Hey, Miss Dee Dee. I hope y'all did a positive affirmation. Please tell me y'all did a positive affirmation. Please. Please. Let me know if you can hear me too. Shelly, tell me if you can hear me, okay? Let me know if you can hear me, Shells. Let me know if y'all can hear me. I'm almost to the crib, and then that way I can get situated. But I didn't want to be late, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like maybe 2 minutes to the, so I get to the house. But I didn't want to come on late. I just want to tap in with y'all to see what y'all are doing. How's everybody's day? Did y'all have a good day? Was it positive? Was it okay? You just got through it. You dealing with some things and you trying to work through them. Like, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? I know a lot's been going on, but hey, you know, you have to kind of look at things as they are, you know. That's how I see it, you know. Just have to look at things as they are, you know. You know, everything is not gonna line up all the time, but you know, you can, you know, try to make the best of it, you know. Okay, yes, y'all can hear me. Good. Okay. Good, good, good. Okay, that's a good thing. Hold on, because I'm almost in the house. And I know y'all hear me shuffling all around and stuff. I'm sorry. Still hear me? Let me know if y'all can still hear me. Okay. Okay, I made it in. Okay, let me drop this bag. Lock my door. Put my keys on my key ring. And give me 1 second, y'all. 1 second. 1 second. Okay, y'all. What is up? What is up? What is up? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Hey, Mama Three. We've been looking for you all day. Okay? We've been looking for you all day, ma'am. Where have you been? Where have you been in my life? Yeah, I had to go. Tinkle winkle. But yeah, y'all. I've been drinking my water, so I don't like to use public restrooms. I don't know. I just don't like them. I don't know. I'm not saying they bad. You know, if I just really, really, you know, like couldn't hold it, I don't know. I don't know. Just it's my phobia, maybe. It's my phobia about using public restrooms. I just don't like to use them. But yeah, I was like, nah, I'm gonna hold it till I get home because everybody's comfortable in their own home using their own bathroom. So, but how is everybody today? I missed y'all. I missed y'all, man. You said I was running some errands. Okay. Okay, errands. Okay, Aaron. How y'all been? I hope everybody is having a beautiful week. So
I'm glad that y'all are here today. I'm going to turn on my camera if y'all want me to. I don't have to. I'm out of breath, but I wanted to rush and get to y'all. Okay, let me see. As you know, it don't start getting dark. You know. So let me know if y'all can see me. Can y'all see me? Can y'all see me? Let me see if my light is good enough. Yeah, it's a little dark. Okay, that's better. Is that better? Is that better? Hey, y'all. What's up, y'all? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Your girls, I've been running around. Trying to get this label. Hey, Uncle Kenny, how are you? My dearest eldest niece. Hey, Uncle Kenny. I'm glad you in here. How are you? I miss you. You know I'm not coming to Chicago when it's cold. I heard it was snowing there. I heard y'all got a little snow. But I want everybody to have a wonderful week, the rest of your week. But I also want to make sure that you guys are implementing your positive affirmation. I'm trying to get that light from off. Okay, now I think that's better. Let me know if that's better, y'all. Because of the screen. I'm trying to scoot up. Let me scoot up a little bit. But I want everybody to implement a positive affirmation. You know why? Because we're going through so much in these times, in these days, that it's enough to drive anybody off a rocker. You feel what I'm saying? You said, did you see my comment? Let me go back up. Having a blessed day. Just cooked smoked turkey wings and northern beans. About to eat in a few. Girl, I ain't had no northern beans in so long. Ooh, turkey wings? Girl. You got cornbread with that, Shelly? Did you do you some cornbread, girl? Girl, cuz now that's a meal. Now that is a meal, baby. Hey, y'all, I missed y'all. But like I said, I had to go get the business is business, and I have to get my friend that's gonna promote my body butter on her channel. So I had to get these sample. I got my sample jars in, but I had got some labels and they were the wrong label. Actually, keep my mom. You always say I be telling her that. I'll be like, Uncle Kenny said, keep you in line. My uncle told me to keep you in line. But I know y'all see my title, and I don't be on here that long, but I wanted to talk about, because I'm all into the healthy mental for everybody, because like I said, we're going through something, y'all. Like, it is what it is at this point. And mentally, we want to try to, kind of make sure that our thoughts are our own thoughts, if that makes any sense. Almost kind of like a monkey see, monkey do type of situation when you mimic behaviors. And let's just start by saying something like, how when you're little, and I always use me as an example. My sister, I'm so much older than her. Well, 7 years. I got my sister by 7 years, right? So when she finally came about, she was like my little first baby. So I taught her ABCs. Maybe when she was about 2 or 3, she was saying them, like all of them. And how to tie her shoe. So my sister knew how to tie her shoe before she even started going to school. And that was only her mimicking what I taught her. And as far as the behavior is, okay, I'm going to process this and I'm going to get it. She's always been a smart baby. She's very smart now, but she mimicked what I showed her. So sometimes when we get of age, because sometimes we have to be taught. So we do have to mimic things like when we learn in school, when you learn in college, when you learn different things, you're mimicking something that you have to kind of progress or on a job. When they train you on a job, you basically have to mimic what you need to do in order to get the job completed, right? So when we grow up as individuals, we have to learn to start thinking for ourselves, right? Especially when we become young adults, because our parents will be like, nah, I'm not doing that. You old enough to do it yourself. So do it yourself. This is when you start having the process of starting to think for yourself, right? Just an idea. You said I didn't, but I did have cornbread Sunday. Okay, Shelly. Okay, baby. Now, y'all know if y'all want to bless my channel, I'm going to pin my Cash App because you know I'm not monetized over here. But if you want to bless this channel, you can hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. All in love. All in love. But I'm not going to be on long because I think my sister Neo is going live at 8, if I'm not mistaken. I think she is going live at 8. I think that's what she told me. But when you become adult, you want to start thinking for yourself. You don't want to kind of pencil your thoughts or mirror your thoughts with someone else's thoughts if that's not really your thought. If that makes any sense. Thinking for yourself gives you the independence to be an individual, if that makes any sense. A lot of people tend to, I guess a lot of people tend to want to be with a crowd or be a part of a crowd. And because I want to be in that crowd, or I may want to be like someone in that crowd, or I may admire someone in that crowd. Hey, Tinkers, what's going on, sis? So I may want to be like that, or someone in that crowd inspire me. So I may want to think like that person in the crowd, right? But when you become a young adult, is really when you get your own independence and when you need to start really thinking for yourself. Sometimes when you don't think for yourself, you lose your train of thought, if that makes any sense. A lot of people, when you don't start thinking for yourself and you don't have the ability to have your own thoughts, and your thoughts become parallel to other people, you lose focus on what's important and what you need to be doing or how you need to be moving as an individual. Sometimes it's good to have your own thoughts because it shapes the person that you are and the person you probably want to be, or you inspire to be, or what you want to grow into, or you want to develop. You want to develop different things or different emotions by yourself. Everybody has an opinion to be everybody has their opinion to be an individual, to stand on what they believe or what they inspire to be. Usually when you don't have the mentality of not mimicking anybody else's behavior, sometimes you could be lost, or you may lose yourself in the thought of being an individual because you're so busy following behind maybe what someone else is doing, or what they uh what their beliefs in, or what they're inspired to be. And then you don't have your own identity when you do that, if that makes any sense. You don't have your own identity because now that you've been following somebody, you're mimicking their behavior because they inspire you or whatever. Then what happens if that person decides to leave? What if that person decides to leave? And all the time and all along, you've been thinking like this person. You've been mimicking their behavior. You've been mimicking the way that they move or the way that they think. When it's time for them to go, then where will you be as far as thought process, as far as the way that you're moving or the way that you're growing? Where would you be? It's hard to say. So that's why I'm saying people need to have their own identities. They need to stand as individual. If you wasn't born a twin or a triplet or a quadruplet, even in that case, you still come out one by one. No one comes out together, but everybody is born separately. So everybody is an individual. That means when you get old enough and you are able to take care of your own responsibilities, you need to be able to think responsibly, if that makes any sense, because a lot of people don't do that. Sometimes we get lost in trying to people please. That's another word that a lot of people get lost in because they're so busy trying to please others that they lose sight of what they really believe in because I'm trying to please someone. And you don't your voice is not heard. Your voice gets lost in the sauce because you're so busy trying to please another person. You don't want to hurt a person's feelings. But just say, for instance, you really don't think like what that person is thinking. But because you do not want to be like you want to be a part of the crowd, you lose yourself. Okay, you said you're gonna hit someone. Shelly said you're gonna hit your road is not your their road. Right. You gonna hit a brick wall trying to follow somebody. Shelly. You would hit a brick wall trying to follow someone else. Like for real. You said always stay focused on your path, whoever you around. Exactly. Sometimes people forget, even if you're in a group, sometimes people can get caught up on being in group settings to where they will lose their individuality. They will lose their individuality because they're so used to being in that group and the way the group moves and the way the group thinks. Because maybe the group always has a set of thoughts. And I have a friend and they are a Mason, right? And then I have a sister who is a Delta. Sometimes you have different fraternities and sororities that have a code of conduct that they have to follow. They have a certain stipulations that they have to follow in order to become maybe a Mason or maybe a Delta or AKA. I know a few AKAs, but I think my family probably will rock more with the Deltas. But they have a code of conduct that they have to follow. They have things that they have to do. They have dues. They have different events that they have to be at. They have to do community service. So it's with these groups, they have a set amount of responsibilities and duties to uphold, right? But each woman has their own individuality. They have different jobs. They have different careers. They do different things, but they have one common focus, a set of boundaries, or not a set of boundaries, but a set of regulations that they have to follow in order to stay in line with being a Delta, right? Now, I mean, sororities are okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're cool. But when it becomes to where you may have a big sister in that sorority, right? You may have a big sister in that sorority, and the big sister is always maybe trying to, or big brother. Let me just use the brother. Because I know Masons are very private, right? They're private people. And I had to ask him. I said, okay, yeah, I know Eastern Stars and Elks and all that because my mom hang around a lot of Elk sisters. So I asked him, I said, yeah, y'all very secretive. Like, y'all don't. And he was like, yeah, I would never divulge. And I'm like, I had to look up Masons because I'm sorry, it sounded kind of cultish, right? I knew I got a lot of guy friends that are Masons. And it is not that. When he broke it down for me, he was like, no, we help the community. We really be out here in the community. And I had it, and he was like, that Masons were like the first fraternity. And I was like, oh, wow, really? So he was kind of educating me because I was like, dude, like, how y'all do it? Y'all stay very private, but of course they have rules that they have to follow. Right? However, not one guy should be thinking like the other guy on different ways that they can help the community, is what I'm saying. They may have a set of rules, right, that they have to follow, but each guy does not have to follow the rule exactly the same, if that makes a difference. As long as he's obtaining or doing what the rules need him to do, he can get there any way he wants to, as long as he's carrying out the rule, right? That don't mean I have to do it like Bob did it. I may do mine a little different, but I'm still meeting the goal. I hope I'm making sense. I hope I'm making sense, but I just want people, and I said I won't be on his lawn because I gotta make body butter. I've been a body butter making machine lately, y'all. But mimicking other people's behaviors means that you've really lost sense of your identity. When you mimic someone, that means you're losing your identity because now you don't even know who you are because you've taken on someone else's identity or behaviors or personality or the way that they think. You should be able to think for yourself at all times. All times. Thinking like others and not having a mind of your own can be stressful too. Because now you have to wonder if you say something wrong that doesn't align with the person that you're mimicking, if that person's going to hate you, if they're going to feel a certain way about you. They may stop liking you. But then that's stress on you because now you've worked so hard to be in that person's atmosphere to now you don't know who you are. And it can be stressful when you don't have your own identity. You say, yes, you are making perfect sense. Okay. Thanks, Tinkers. But mimicking behavior, I wouldn't say it is it is a bad thing, but I was going to say something else. When you mimic behaviors, you lose sight of who you are, your sense of independence, and your sense of self. You lose your sense of self. Hey, DL, what's going on? Be your own person to many copycats in life. Be your own person to many. Too many copycats in life. Okay, because I'm reading it like I'm Be your own person. Too many copycats in life. Too many. It's too many people that try to mock, mimic, even famous people. They be trying to act just like the famous people when you could just be yourself authentically. And people should be able to respect you for who you are and how you think and how you move. A person should always value who you are. People should always know what their worth is to themselves. By you mimicking other people's behavior, you lose that. You lose your self independence. You lose who you are as a person. And sometimes it wears it takes a toll on you, because once that's gone, who are you? Who are you as a person? When you lose sense of yourself and your own identity, your own personality, your own thoughts, your own behaviors, who are you really? I'll wait. I'll wait. Just tell me who you would be. I don't want to say a person that's just taking up space, but it's a person who is scared to stand on their own. A person who's scared to jump out there and be a person who can be independent in their thoughts, who can be independent in the way that they move, in the way that they think. Sometimes people, we learn hard lessons, maybe, if we mimic in behaviors. The hard lesson I would say that you could learn, or you would learn, is that you could go into a sense of depression. You could. You could. Because now that I don't have my own identity and I have to depend on this person, that I've been mimicking for so long, uh, I'm just out here in the world, just willy nilly, not thinking for myself, not being who I need to be as an individual. That could be hard and stressful on anybody. That could lead you into depression, because, like I say, what if the person that you're mimicking ends up leaving? Do you still keep the mimic up? Do you still keep the mimicking up? Or would you try to find your place in life? Would you try to find your place and have your own thoughts? Period. I didn't really have too much, but I did want to come to bring that, because I see that sometimes we can get lost in the sauce, as they say. Sometimes if you get lost in the sauce, it's hard to come back from that. It's hard to come back from that. So today, please, people, just know that with trying to have a healthy mind, you have to stand on independence, thought independence, individuality, uniqueness. I would say I'm very unique, but you need to stand as an individual and be confident in your thoughts, and be confident that a person or whoever you align yourself with should respect your thoughts regardless. They should respect the way that you think at all times. If you're respecting the way that they think, that it's so bad or it's so good that you want to even think like them, then they should be able to respect you on the way that you think and your thoughts, and just respect it, your opinions, and sometimes your behaviors. That's all I'm saying, y'all. I didn't have much. I love y'all. Thank y'all for supporting me. I really appreciate it. Thank y'all for stopping by. If y'all want to hit the like button, you can. If you want to bless this channel, you can. If you want to share this live, because this may help someone, you can. My thing is, if I help one person, I've done my job. I've done my job. I want y'all to always do those positive affirmations, though. I'm going to preach that every day. Every time I see y'all, I'm going to preach positive affirmations. Okay? And always know, don't mimic no behaviors. As that saying say, monkey see, monkey do. Let's not do that. We all are grown individuals and we should be able to think for ourselves. And we should be able to be respected as us thinking for ourselves. Okay? I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. And I just want y'all to know that I respect all y'all. I respect all y'all and the way that y'all think and y'all thought process. So I just want everybody else to be respected. I want everybody's mental to stay healthy. I want everybody to have healthy mentals. Okay? And I love y'all. Peace.
Relax and let your mind unwind. Step inside, leave stress behind. Positive vibes and talk so wise. Say your affirmations, reach the skies. Like, comment, and subscribe now. Let the good vibes show you how. That your vibe feels so right. Vibing with TC tonight. Got your vibe shining bright. Vibing with TC tonight. Lift your voice, let it sound. Good vibrations all around. Every word, every line makes your spirit start to shine. Like, comment, and subscribe now. Let the good vibe show you how. Catch a vibe, feel so right. Vibing with TC tonight. Catch a vibe, shining bright.
Looking to keep your skin smooth, hydrated, and nourished? Try Chronicle Cream Body Butter. This body butter deeply hydrates using 100% natural oils suitable for all skin types. With gentle fragrances, it glides on easily, offering a buttery feel that melts in perfectly. Don't miss out on giving your skin the care it